Hello everyone. Today is Sunday, April 20th, 2025. The time's around 11:22 a.m. Pacific, and the temperature is 58 degrees Fahrenheit here in sunny San Francisco. And happy Easter to everyone. Hello Juanita. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're having an excellent Easter Sunday. It is a very nice day here in the city of San Francisco. We're near Oracle Park. We're in the South Beach neighborhood. We had a nice church service this morning. Hello Madano and aloha Danica. Welcome. Happy Easter to everyone. And I hope you've all enjoyed your day today. Maybe you've been hanging out with your family. Maybe you went to some church service or not. Doesn't matter. And we are at the corner of King and 2nd Street. This is Oracle Park, where the San Francisco Giants play. One of the more beautiful stadiums in the league. I've never been inside, but that's what everyone says involved in baseball. They all say that Oracle Park is the most beautiful in the league. And the sun is shining. And the sky is blue. I think we'll head down 3rd Street into the Mission Bay. We'll see how long my gimbal lasts. I remember last time I went live, my gimbal died on me. It just wouldn't hold the balance. But it seems okay now, so we'll see how long it lasts. We'll head down to the Dogpatch, or to the Mission Bay neighborhood. Maybe make it all the way to Dogpatch, which is south of Mission Bay. But this area, I wasn't really able to live stream when I had T-Mobile because it was just dead around here, the signal. But now I've switched to Verizon. I saw Roy was down here the other day, so I think Verizon might work in Mission Bay. What have you guys been up to today, Madano and Juanita and aloha? Ole, good day, sir. Beautiful, right, Juanita? Nice breeze coming in. This is a great area of the city, especially when there's a baseball game on. I don't think today... No, it'd be a lot busier here if there's a game. Usually on Sunday there's an afternoon game probably, so they must be out of town, the Giants. We'll walk down towards the Chase Center as well. I don't know if Golden State... I believe Golden State is in the playoffs, but I don't know when their games are. I believe the NBA playoffs has already started, as well as the NHL playoffs. The Leafs are playing tonight. Wait. We've been to the ballpark to watch Bonds and McGuire. Wow. You had Easter dinner yesterday with your family. Nice. And Juanita's just relaxing. So yeah, the days of Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds. Mark McGuire played for Oakland. Barry Bonds played for the Giants. But that would have been back like in the 90s, right? Did the was this park open back then, or did they still play at Candlestick Park? Candlestick Park is well, it's demolished now, but it was in a different area of the city, pretty far from downtown. That was also an iconic park. As you see the beautiful palm trees here in front of Oracle Park. Giants will be here tomorrow. Hey, Ricky. It was called AT&T Park. Oh, okay, cool. So that was this one then. That must, because Candlestick was always called Candlestick. And yeah, this one has gone through different changes. Oracle Park. Not sure when they adopted that name. I like it though. I like the name Oracle Park. Oracle's a good company. It's got a nice AT&T. That's not the best name for a park, like AT&T or T-Mobile, or but Oracle, you know, Oracle, it's a company, but it's also a word too, you know what I mean? So it could mean two things. It could mean an oracle, or it could mean Oracle the company. AT&T only has one meaning, you know. So we see a large ship in the distance. And Gigi's with us. Hello, Gigi. Happy Easter to you. Hope you're doing well in New York City. This is the famous Juan Marichal statue. He had the famous huge leg kick. Like, he used to stick his leg. That's exactly what he looked like when he was pitching. He used to stick his leg way up in the air when he was pitching from the windup. Two types of pitching, from the wind-up and the stretch. So when it's this sunny, it's hard to read the chat. So but we have Arne. Hello, Arne. And it used to be Pac Ballpark. Yeah, that's right. Oh, McGuire was with the Cardinals. Yes, McGuire was with the Cardinals. That's right. McGuire was with the Cardinals when he hit the famous, was it 62 home runs in one year? I think he ended up with more than that, but when he broke the record of Roger Maris, that was such a exciting year in baseball. Wow. Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa took over the league with their home run prowess and set all kinds of records. I can't remember exactly what year that was, though. Was it 98? Oh, you'll be at Chase Center tomorrow. You mean tonight? Oh, is there a game tonight? Are the Warriors playing in Chase Center for the playoffs tonight? I believe they won. Like they got into the playoffs. Let me know how the signal holds up, because like I said, it can be bad down here once I get past Chase Center. Hey Faith, how are you? Nice to see you, Faith. This area, I believe, has been really built up over the years. There wasn't much here back in the day. I think it was just all rail yards. And Israel Morales and Christian Hansen and Katie Lynch are all in the house. When corporations first began sponsoring stadiums, Candlestick was almost Virgin Airways. Oh, Virgin Stadium, that would have been funny. We have Christian Hansen, and Israel says, Feliz Pascua. Feliz Pascua. Pascua means Easter in Spanish. Happy Easter to you, Israel. God bless you, my friend. Over there is the Port of San Francisco. Oh, thanks, Gigi. Yeah, I'm wearing my Sunday best. I went to Easter service this morning. But it wasn't Catholic church. I went to this other church. It's called Epic Church. Epic Church. It's named after our buddy Liam. No, I'm just kidding. But it's one of the more popular churches. It's non-denominational. It's like got tons and tons of young people that go there. And it's really popular, really growing. And they've got like a full band, you know, with drums and bass and electric guitar and professional singers. And the pastor is really energetic guy. He's one of the bigger up-and-coming pastors really in the whole country. He's been profiled a lot lately in different magazines and whatnot. And so Epic Church has a great vibe to it. So I've been there a few times, so I decided to go there today too. Oh, thank you, Gigi. And I'm sure you look very nice in your Sunday best as well. This is called Mission Rock. This is where you pick up the Muni. Christian likes those contemporary type churches as long as the preacher knows what he's talking about. He does. I think he does know what he's talking about. Yeah, you know, he says pastors. They just kind of, you know, say what's on their mind. They give a sermon. You know, it's not very rigid. They have a very well choreographed setup though, and they live stream it all. They have professional cameras. And one great thing about this church is they serve free coffee throughout the whole service. You can go out the hallway, grab as much coffee as you want. They got cream, sugar, and everything, and you can serve yourself, and it's perfect. So it's one of the main reasons to even go there, as far as I'm concerned, is the free coffee. Here is the San Francisco Police Department. I believe this is the headquarters of the SFPD. Yeah, this is the San Francisco Police Department headquarters. Nice glass building here. They moved from Bryant Street to there. The police headquarters was over on Bryant before. Pretty nice condos there. Only thing is, I think like on the first floor they should have, like on the ground floor they should have more retail as opposed to these, just a lobby or whatever. I feel like every apartment building should have retail on the first floor, like. Let me know how the signal holds up. This is where it usually starts causing trouble. This is a new car. This is from Waymo. Look at this. Look at this beast. What is this? This is like a Waymo like minivan. Test vehicle, it says. Test vehicle. So they're gonna be, this is gonna be a self-driving like little minivan type thing, so you can carry more than like 4 people. Waymo is an amazing company. They're expanding very quickly. They're gonna expand to the whole peninsula and San Jose and all these places and other cities across the United States. This is UCSF Helen Diller family, the Comprehensive Cancer Center. Oh, very nice. Empty streets. This is an area where it's not busy unless there's a sporting event on, because there's the baseball stadium, which I just came from, and now we've got the basketball stadium up here. And basically that's what this whole neighborhood is sports related. There's a lot of all these condos are newish, you know, like they were just built in the last decades or so. So there's not a lot of like bars, restaurants and stuff here, but except here in front of the Chase Center there is. But if there's no game on, then you'll find that it's kind of boring around here. A Waymo minivan, goody, yeah. Everything's going to be self-driving in the future. You guys know that, right? Like, and in fact, this street is actually called Warriors Way. Golden State Warriors are one of the great teams of the NBA of this last decade or 15 years or so. This thing is, this glass part here is Thrive City, where they have like different restaurants inside. There's a Gott's Roadside. Navin Dat. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter Sunday to you, Navin. Let's go Leafs. Yeah, let's go Leafs. I'm a Leafs fan. I've born and bred Leafs fan my whole life. Very disappointing over the years, but hey, tonight's start of the playoffs. You never know what could happen, right? Thank you so much, Navin, for your $3 super chat. And hello, Eric and Aria. Happy Easter to you. And so, I'm not sure when the Warriors game is. Anyone know when the Warriors are playing their first game of the playoffs? And who they're playing against? I don't follow sports as much as I used to. I know the Leafs are playing Ottawa. It's an away game in Houston, says Backpack Head. Ah, cool. So they're playing Houston Rockets. Here's Phil's Coffee. Excellent coffee shop. Really good coffee there. Yeah, it's definitely quiet around here today. Of course, Easter Sunday, maybe a lot of people are just hanging out with their families. And if there's no sporting event here, I feel like there should be more bars and restaurants and stuff in this area to make it more of a destination neighborhood. Maybe in the future more stuff will pop up. I mean, watch party tonight. Oh, you're going to the watch party. Gotcha. We love that little Waymo van. The Jaguars are sharper looking though. Yeah, the Jaguars are nice. Those cars are real nice. That Waymo van, I don't know if that's made by Jaguar or who would have manufactured the actual van, because I'm sure Waymo doesn't bother manufacturing the vehicles. They just buy the vehicles and then they modify them. You like Uber, you actually tip someone. Yeah, but with Waymo, you don't have to tip anyone. you save money on that front. I love Uber too, though. I think Uber and Lyft are the greatest, services around. I mean, so convenient to get around. If you're going to like the airport or something, like anywhere, it's just so convenient to take an Uber or a Lyft. We're heading south. The futuristic looking Waymo test vehicle is built on a platform developed by Zeekr, premium electric vehicle brand. Okay, I've never heard of that brand. Same company that owns Volvo. Oh, I didn't know Volvo was owned by a larger company. Go check out this Dogpatch neighborhood over here. It's kind of a rustic looking neighborhood. It was once named one of the more happening neighborhoods in America. I'm not sure if it really qualifies for that, but Dogpatch is kind of an up and coming popular neighborhood. I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest neighborhoods in America or even San Francisco, but it's cool. Thanks for the info, Eric and Arya. Pretty industrial here. You were in Dogpatch yesterday to view the Minnesota Street Art Project. I'd call it an up-and-coming neighborhood. I would too. It's not a well-established neighborhood in terms of having a lot of stuff to do, but more and more stuff is coming here. There's a very big and famous nightclub down a ways called the Midway. And they have outdoor block parties. It's kind of an indoor-outdoor nightclub type thing. We'll see if anything's going on there today, if we can make it that far. I think we can. Oh, you were in a more residential area? Yeah. Well, this part of the waterfront, I feel, could use a lot more development. Nice building here. I'm not sure what that is.
All cans on the car go backwards, and I'm going to make sure this doesn't fall off.
Doesn't say what that building is. They've got like statues and stuff in the windows there. Thanks, Juanita, for reminding that. What wizard put U.S. states and didn't put them in alphabetical order, right? They should have done it. They should have done alphabetical order here, so you know which street comes next. go see what this fancy building is. They've got lions out front. Any building that has lion statues is fancy, all right? RH. What's this?
It's a gallery.
Gallery.
Yeah.
RH San Francisco, the gallery at the historic Bethlehem Steel Building. Oh, so it's an art gallery.
Yes.
Are we allowed in?
Allowed in, but no.
No recording? Okay. Next time. Thank you. Art gallery. Yeah, thank you, Eric. I do too. Whenever I watch a video, the first thing I do is click the like button. And one of the main reasons I do that, obviously to support the live streamer, or any YouTuber, but I also click the like button so that I know that I've actually watched that video before. Because I watch so much YouTube, I might go watch a video and I'm like, have I seen this before or not? And I'm like, oh yeah, I already liked it. That means I watched it before. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I do that. You have to back in angle parking only here, it says. You got to back in angle parking only. So you have to park like this. You can't park forward. Not sure why, but that's the rule here. A nice little hill there of schist. I don't know if it's schist or not, but some sort of rock. Do we have schist out here? HDA Packs, what's up, my man? One way, that way you don't block traffic when you leave. Oh, okay, that makes sense. BV, happy Bunny Day. Happy Easter to you, sir. Or madam. I'm not sure what BV is, if you're a girl or a guy, but hello, BV. What's going on, HD Apex? Happy Easter to Jazz. Welcome, Jazz. Happy Easter to you. Hopefully you're enjoying your Easter with your twin sister Juanita and your family. BV's a sir. Sounds good. Yeah, I've never been out here. I mean, there's not much of a reason really to come out here unless you want to see this big electric plant or power station or whatever they call this. You can almost hear like the electricity coming off of these wires. There's so much undeveloped space. Why is there so much ado about creating housing? I know, you tell me, man. Like, why aren't they just permitting everything to be housing? Like, and why aren't they allowing more apartment buildings? We've got a lot of Luddites in this city who don't like apartment building. Like, oh no, we don't want to build high rises. Why not? High rises are awesome. I love tall buildings. Look at Toronto. It's just one tall building after the next. Look at New York. The 60 hertz hum. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, a hum. I'm hearing the hum coming off of this electric generation here. Oh, you have an instant premiere running now, HD. Oh, cool. You went to the Cherry Blossom Festival, right? How prevalent are quakes? Well, you can have huge buildings and still have earthquake-proof buildings. That's not an issue. We got lots of skyscrapers in San Francisco, and when the Loma Prieta earthquake hit, it was really only the Bay Bridge that got damaged. A lot of other buildings had some damage, but it's not like they collapsed or anything. They build things good in the States. It's not like in some countries out in like third world countries, if they have an earthquake, yeah, like the whole city is completely demolished. Ah, that's not true. Tall buildings are fine under earthquake conditions, unless it's like a 9 or a 10 earthquake. But that's like saying, oh, we're never going to build anything because something may or may not happen, you know? Well, just because something may or, I mean, people are still moving to San Francisco every day. They're not scared of the earthquakes. When I moved here, I wasn't thinking, oh no, I'm going to die in an earthquake if I move here. I didn't give a crap about that. I could die from something else in some other city. I think it's much more important to have more housing, more apartments, because the rent and the real estate prices are just way, way, way too high. Boris C., happy Easter to you, my friend. How you doing, bud? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday, Easter Sunday. And Brad Palmer's with us. Welcome, Brad. Happy Easter Sunday to our good buddy Brad Palmer, a wonderful YouTuber and live streamer from North Bay, Ontario. Make sure you guys check out Brad's channel. Him and our friend Marie Palmer live up there and are huge parts of the community, like our YouTube community here. Hunting for Easter eggs. I might go hunt for some Easter eggs. You got where would I find them? Yeah, we're in a very southern part of town. Look, it's already 25th Street. And this part looks a little bit blocked off. Let's see. More warehouses and whatnot. Oh, thanks for linking Mr. Brad's channel. Oh yeah, absolutely, Brad. I hope you're enjoying your day up there in Northern Ontario. I'm sure the weather's starting to get nicer, right? I feel like it's been a long winter in Canada. We're hanging out in the more remote parts of the city today, it looks like. Maybe this is like a Muni train depot or something. I can go to Fort Mason to hunt Easter eggs. Ah, cool. Well, I'm about 20 miles away from Fort Mason right now, so I don't think I'm going to make it all the way up there. Amazing day in North Bay. Cool. I've never been up to North Bay, Ontario. Been to Thunder Bay very briefly when I took a train from Vancouver from Toronto to Vancouver. The train goes through Thunder Bay. I'll just jaywalk. Easter Sunday you're allowed to jaywalk, I heard. It's a long drive for sure from Toronto to North Bay. Yeah, aren't some of our friends going to come visit you though, Brad? Vasily was saying he might go up to North Bay or something like that. I saw he was in Orangeville today. You guys hear some weird squeaky sound coming from my shoes? What is that? I'm gonna stop here for a second, grab a Coke Zero from my pocket. It blew up a little bit on me. One sec here. All right, got my Coke Zero. We'll see about that. It visually goes up there, right? What does it take, like 4 or 5 hours? Okay, so this is Marin Street. Let's hang a left here and see if that Midway is having a block party. Is this a Midway? Tony Lagas, how you doing, my man? 4-hour drive. Looks quiet here on Easter Sunday. Usually there's like a huge dance party. But it's still early, so maybe it starts later.
I turned my card off, so it's alright.
What's that? Yeah, nothing going on here today. Maybe later. Go south for a little bit longer and then we'll double back and head back towards civilization. Actually, we'll just head back now because that doesn't look very pedestrian friendly over there. D. Michael, hello sir. Happy Easter to you. TV station KVHK used to be on Marin Street. Dance party, oldies but goodies, rock and roll songs. Ah, cool. I think I've heard of that. I think I read about that. KVH dance party. I think I read an article about that in SF Gate or something the other day. So did you live in the city, Katie, when Herb Caen was writing in the San Francisco Chronicle? The famous Herb Caen. Okay, so there's the water. San Francisco Bay. This is some sort of little cove, it looks like. We've got highways there. You can see that hill up there. I don't know if that might be Bernal Heights, that hill. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I think that's Bernal Heights. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yes, I was born here many years ago. So you know all about Herb Caen, the famous author who was really a fixture here in San Francisco. Then you've got the Sutro Tower there. That used to be the tallest structure in the city, over there on Mount Sutro. And right beside Sutro Tower, you've got Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, those little two peaks. And of course, the Spanish used to call Twin Peaks Breasts of the Maiden. Breasts of the Maiden is, and you can see why the Spanish used to call it that. Very pristine, yes. Very beautiful here. This part of town is very much unknown to me. It's you can see it's industrial, right? I don't know what that big factory does, but looks like it might be closed now. You lived on Twin Peaks when Sutro Tower was built. Oh, very cool. It's a very nice neighborhood over there. Just extremely hilly. I'm not sure how you even navigate your way around there on foot. Like, did you guys walk much, Katie? Because I don't see how people can walk much over there, man. Like, it's just really, 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 really hilly. Now we're out in the boondocks now. Good day, sir. Happy Easter. You walked and the views are great. However, there are no corner stores available to buy small stuff. You had to drive to the supermarket. Oh, okay. Do they have more stores there now? There is that Twin Peaks gas station there. That looks like it's always pretty busy. Okay, so we made it all the way to Bayview, it looks like. Bayview is a neighborhood in the southern part of the city. It says Bayview Plaza up there. I believe it's a traditional African-American neighborhood, Bayview. One of multiple in the city. The Fillmore district is the more historic one. You live in the Richmond district now, yep. Richmond is very nice. It's very residential, but there's still a lot of commercial activity in the Richmond district, so you don't have to drive all the way downtown to get stuff. Maybe even got a little second Chinatown over there. This is Evans Street. Never heard of this street. Wonder what's over there. Doesn't look like much. "69 degrees under sunny skies in the Mojave Desert." That's cool. What's it like living in the Mojave Desert? Peter Roos says, "Happy Easter." Welcome, Peter Roos. Happy Easter to you, sir. Just looking across the street, I see they have a Subway and a Panda Express. Panda Express. Finest Chinese food in America. No, I'm just kidding. It is good though. Like, it's not authentic Chinese, but Panda Express is like it's good. Like, it's tasty stuff, you know. "89 Fahrenheit, says Eric, in Central Florida. That is warm. D. Michael says, "Roadrunners are your friend." Yeah, they probably got a lot of roadrunners and coyotes out there, right? This is an industrial area. Do they have a shopping mall? Well, across the street they've got this plaza there. So as you can see, they've got a Starbucks there. Like I said, they had the Panda Express. Oh, there's a grocery store there. Lucky. This part feels least like San Francisco. This is definitely the outskirts. This is definitely the outskirts of the city. We're pretty far away from most of the well-known neighborhoods. but it's fun to explore. I've been to Bayview before. Sometimes they don't like people recording here, but pretty sure the First Amendment applies in the Bayview neighborhood, so. There's supposedly a good jambalaya place. You don't think you've ever been to south of Dogpatch? Yeah, I know. It's the only reason I came to Bayview previously was to film a video. Otherwise, I wouldn't really think of coming here. Some pretty tall hills up there, though. This is 3rd Street. I could walk all the way back to South San Francisco on this street if I really wanted to. I'll probably hang a right soon. Head back towards Mission Bay. But it's kind of fun exploring areas that you've never really been to much. All right, Katie, you have a very good Easter, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining. What's the population of this area? It's a good question. Not exactly sure how many people live in Bayview. Could head down this way, see what's going on. Actually, let's keep going straight. Stay on the main streets here in Bayview just because I don't want to get lost. Yeah, totally new turf, right? Third Street has a lot of commercial activity, if I do remember. Kind of the heart of the Bayview neighborhood. Burgers, Phillies, wings, appetizers, and salads. $11,000? Cool. This place sells exotic gifts. and more. What do they mean by exotic?
Exotic gift shop, man. Welcome.
Yeah, what do you,
Check it
okay,
out, man.
let's check it out.
Yes, sir. Come on in. We got clothes. We got shoes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Nice looking store.
Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you.
We've got some electronics here. Some speakers. Got like some masks and stuff there for Halloween. Some
There's two different brands.
different types of these lighters and stuff that look like pistols. These are different, I don't know what these are. Flavors?
Body oils.
Body oils.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cologne, body oils.
Cologne. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very exotic things you wouldn't find in most places, right?
Yes, yes. You want that's Facebook? Facebook Live?
I'm on YouTube, West Coast Walker.
West Coast Walker?
Yep,
I'm
live.
check you out.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. What's your name, brother?
Robert.
Nice to meet you, Robert.
You too.
Salah.
Salah?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice weekend, my
Man,
friend.
I appreciate you.
Yep. So if you guys are ever in Bayview, come check out the exotic gift shop here. Right on Mariposa takes you to Bayfront Park. I believe I'm already well past Mariposa, Eric and Aria. Unless you might be behind in the chat. It's maybe someone, because I passed Mariposa a while ago, so it's possible that Eric and Aria are behind in the chat if you're not on live. So maybe someone could leave a message. Click live if you're behind in the chat. Someone maybe leave that comment so everyone knows to click live. Go one more block and see what's up there. But I'm not going to jaywalk. Oh, okay, you're good, Eric, right? You noticed that I passed Mariposa a while ago, right?
Okay.
And I was selling spice. Let them know y'all get greater money, bud.
Kevin Hawthorne, good afternoon. Addie Love is in the house. It's nice and sunny like that in the GTA. Awesome. Although I'm on 3rd Street. If I turn right here, does it go to 4th Street? Does anyone know? Does 4th go all the way down to here? Because I don't want to just walk all the way back up 3rd Street back to Mission Bay. I'd like to take a different street up Mission Bay so you guys can see something different. Hello, Randy. What's up? This store is called Radio Africa and Kitchen. Radio Africa and Kitchen. This looks a little bit familiar, this part of Bayview, that I think I did my video here. It's a pretty big neighborhood, mostly residential, but 3rd Street has a lot of stores. Third Street doesn't work like that because it's on an angle, right? Well, I want to head back to close, like Oracle Park. I want to head back to Oracle Park, basically. Hello, Elena. Welcome, Elena.
They face that and know that they contribute to the violence every time. Say she don't fuck around.
There isn't much in the side streets, yeah, that's true. It's kind of a happening neighborhood, though. Yeah, this is where I ran into some dinguses before, right at that corner over there. Right at that corner, somebody told me I couldn't live stream. Neighbors invited you for grilled salmon and shrimp cocktail. Wow. That sounds good. We could go up this way, maybe. See what's up here. But I'll just keep going this way for now. Maybe I'll turn left up here. Suppose I could always take a streetcar back. Or a bus, or whatever they have over here. I'm good, thank you. Just doing a YouTube video. Yeah, yeah. Say hello to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. It's a beautiful day here. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it. Navin says, as it get closer to July, I'll reach out to you regarding a meetup around San Diego. I'll be there for 4 days and going to Long Beach and Newport Beach. That might be possible. I might be able to make it to San Diego. It's like maybe a 7 or 8 hour drive from here. Definitely get a hold of me, Navin. Good neighbors are a blessing. That lady was very nice. She wanted to sell me something to do with church or something. I'm not exactly sure what she wanted, but she was super very nice. Hop on a streetcar. Yeah, I could do that. How much money do I got on my Clipper card? Hopefully enough. I worked in this area to help develop the neighborhood. You played a role in the vision to establish the streetcar here. That vision came to reality. Well, that's cool, HD Apex. I didn't know that. So you worked like for the city, like for the Muni system. This is a cute little library here, the Bayview branch. Nice lady wants to make friends, yeah? It's good to have lots of friends. And the houses in Bayview are actually very nice. Like I like the houses here a lot. They're just cute little places, kind of a lot like what you might find in Portola, maybe. Oh, if I stay on at Oracle, it'll take you through to the Chinatown station. Ah, yeah. I could do that. I haven't actually been to the Chinatown station yet. You worked a graphics facilitator when you were in high school. Pretty much an artist who draws the topic that people talk about in meetings. Oh, okay. So are you a good artist there, HD? This guy has a whole zoo here of animals. Look at this. All kinds of statues, figurines, angels, eagles, naked women. Dudes just hanging out. But you know how to draw, HD. Admit it. You know how to draw. If you had a job like that. See, like, this is a really nice house. This is called the Sylvester House. 1865. So this survived the earthquake. Well, yeah, I don't think this, probably this whole neighborhood survived the earthquake. This area was then known as South San Francisco. San Francisco landmark. Beautiful blue ornate southern style home here. Fantastic house. Will I get all the way to the water? I think I see the water down there. We can make our way close to the shoreline or whatever. Maybe take a left and up there. I don't know what the streets are called over there. Thank you, Navin, for joining. I appreciate you, my friend. And yeah, go Leafs, go. Hope they win tonight. One game at a time. Right? Let's not think about the Stanley Cup championship or anything like that. Just one game at a time, okay? They win today and then they play tomorrow, all right? That's all that matters. That would be a big thing for Toronto if they did well in the playoffs. Hey buddy, stay off the street. Known as Butchertown, cooked meat permeated the air. Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. I like the smell of meat being cooked. I think we all do. I bet you even vegetarians like that smell. When did I do the famous musician houses? That was over like a 3 or 4 day period. I did the different neighborhoods. I did Haight-Ashbury all in one day. And there was Janis's house. There was Grateful Dead house, Jimi Hendrix house. And there was a fourth house that didn't make the cut. That was the house of Graham Nash. They all lived in Haight-Ashbury in the 60s. Well, Jimi Hendrix's house is more legendary, let's say, but... And then I did Cow Hollow, where there was the bar where the Doors used to be a residence at, Matrix nightclub, which was where the Jefferson Airplane got their start. I believe it was actually... That bar, I believe, was opened up by one of the members of Jefferson Airplane. All right, have a good lunch there, HD, and enjoy your Easter Sunday, my friend. How about the famous musicians in Laurel Canyon? That would be awesome. Addie said he liked Santana's house. Yeah, I did Santana's house. Yeah, that was right. I think maybe I did that the same day after I did Haight-Ashbury. I went and drove down to Peralta Heights and did Santana's house. Super cute house. I believe Santana lived there with his parents, like when he was a teenager. Santana was originally from Mexico, but he was from Tijuana. But he moved to San Francisco as a teenager. Laurel Canyon. Laurel Canyon is a very, very iconic neighborhood in Los Angeles where all the stars had homes. Well, the 60s rock and rollers, including Graham Nash, including Neil Young and Joni Mitchell, a famous name that a lot of people haven't heard, Cass Elliot. I don't know if you've ever heard of Cass Elliot. She was from the Mamas and the Papas, and she was really one of the main social gatherers. Like, everyone went to her house to party. She knew everybody. She was like kind of the glue of the whole counterculture musician group, all those people that partied together back in the day. Frank Zappa famously had a home in Laurel Canyon. Stephen Stills and all the great rockers from those days. It was quite the crazy atmosphere up there. And if you want to see hilly, okay, Laurel Canyon beats out. It's like just a big mountain over there. Like, that is hilly over there, okay? That probably beats out anything you'll find in San Francisco. And there is a channel that I watch called Rock Essentials with Tim. Rock Essentials with Tim. And he covers Laurel Canyon all the time on his channel. And he showed all the famous houses up there. So D. Michael, if you want to see a lot about the famous Laurel Canyon, and he does also all of Los Angeles, all the famous bars and clubs that everyone used to hang out in. Los Angeles is probably a bigger music city than San Francisco or any other American city. We are really out in the boondocks here, folks. I think I'm going to hang a left and start heading back north here on Hawes Street. Unless it's very hilly. Well, it is kind of hilly, but we'll go this way. I'm not going to go all the way up there. Yeah, Laurel Canyon is awesome. It was basically the second sort of capital of the counterculture behind Haight-Ashbury. Peter Tork. Yep. You've seen many YouTube videos of Laurel Canyon, yeah. Thanks for the link, Juanita. Yeah, Jim Morrison is a famous Los Angeles personality. I believe Ray Manzarek had a house up there. Let's see. Neville 6000. I would have thought that San Fran was the big music place, especially for all the groups that came out of it. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't say it's a competition. I would say San Fran had amazing bands, but so did LA. So it's like, it's tough to say. But when it comes to 60s counterculture, yes, I would say San Francisco beats it out. They had Jefferson Airplane, the Grateful Dead, and the guys that are really associated with the hippie movement. But Neil Young and Stephen Stills. So Neil Young came to Los Angeles in 1966 because he met Stephen Stills in Canada earlier that year at up in Thunder Bay, actually. Stephen Stills was touring with his band up in Thunder Bay, and him and Neil Young met, and they like hit it off. They're both musical geniuses, and they both saw musical genius in each other. And so Neil was kind of just like, he felt like he had to meet Stephen Stills again, and they had to do something together because they were just both natural musicians who understood music beautifully. And so him and his buddy drove from, I think it was Alberta, down to LA in the summer of '66, just to see if he could find Stephen Stills. He's just like, let's hop in our car, drive to LA, and see if we can find the guy, right? They didn't even know if he was there. And they looked around for a week, couldn't find him. And they're like, all right, let's head to San Francisco, see what's up in San Francisco. So as they were about to leave, they're driving on Sunset Strip. Well, what do you know? Stephen Stills drives right by with one of his other buddies. And they saw each other. They pulled over, and the rest is history. Look it up. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and Buffalo Springfield are two of the most iconic bands to come out of that era. And it's all because of that fateful meeting between Neil Young and Stephen Stills. Rock Essentials, yes, right. Every channel has more subs than me, Addy. Neil Young was driving a hearse, yes. Neil Young, he was famously driving a hearse. He drove a hearse. And when he moved to Laurel Canyon, the hills are so steep in Laurel Canyon that he couldn't drive his hearse up there anymore, so he had to trade it in for a Corvette. Gigi says it was meant to be. It was, wasn't it? It was like God brought them together to make music. And even to this day, Stephen Stills says him and Neil Young are best friends. They had their issues. Neil left Buffalo Springfield because he wanted to do his own thing. And then he left Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young for the same reason. But all those four guys wanted to be solo artists as well, so. But I believe they were much better together. Although one might argue that Neil's solo career far surpasses anything that he did with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Yeah, the Eagles lived up there. So Neville, I would say in terms of where people lived, where all those rock stars lived, Laurel Canyon was much bigger because they all lived in Laurel Canyon. But in terms of where they hung out and where like the center of the counterculture was, not just amongst the celebrities, but amongst all the young people in America, all the young people in America were not flocking to Laurel Canyon during the summer of love. They're flocking to Haight-Ashbury. Ever heard any of the covers? No, I haven't heard any of the covers really of For What It's Worth. Yeah, the Eagles lived up there because that was like where all the nice mansions and stuff you could buy, and there's tons of privacy there, you know? No one goes up there. It's too hard to even get up to. Like, it's pretty far from it's pretty far from everything in LA. It's like in the outskirts of LA. Charles Manson famously hung out up there. He was friends with a number of the rocks. He knew a lot of people. He knew Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. Terry Melcher was his friend. Terry Melcher, I can't remember what Terry Melcher did. Terry Melcher was involved in the music industry in some manner. And Charles Manson actually hung out with a lot of those folks up in Laurel Canyon. Charles Manson famously wanted to become a musician, and he sent his tapes to Terry Melcher to see if he could get his album produced, but nobody really ever liked Charles Manson's music. He wasn't good enough to get a record deal. And the famous Manson Murders was up in that area. 150 Cielo Drive. That was where Sharon Tate murders occurred. This is the Rainbow Seventh-day Adventist Church. Yeah, I believe also, was it, who's the guy from the Birds? He lived up there, the guy from the Birds. What was his name again? I think he also started a group called the Flying Burrito Brothers, which didn't really succeed. Marilyn Manson lived in Laurel Canyon. And actually the house that Sharon Tate and Abigail Folger were murdered in was purchased later on, back in the, I think in the 90s, by Trent Reznor. Have you guys heard of Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails? He famously lived in the house of the Manson murders, which no longer exists. It's been demolished now, but back in the 90s, Trent Reznor lived there. But he kind of felt bad because he ran into Sharon Tate's sister one day at the grocery store. And she confronted him. She's like, so what are you trying to make a name for yourself off my sister's murder by living in that house? And he was like, you know, he was all defensive. And then the next, you know, he realized that night, like, what he was doing was wrong, you know, like. So he immediately decided he's going to sell the house and go somewhere else, because it's not that cool living in a place where somebody's sister was killed, you know? Oh, okay, yeah. Terry Melcher was, I can't remember who he was involved with. David Crosby bought Joni Mitchell to Laurel Canyon. Eric Clapton was hanging in there a bit, as well as Lennon and McCartney. Yep. I believe even Elvis lived up in Laurel Canyon. Yeah, well, he had more than one house, I'm sure. But I think when the Beatles met Elvis, it was in Laurel Canyon or somewhere in Los Angeles. Maybe I'll hop on one of these streetcars or something. Let's just walk for a bit. This is the number 24 bus to visit Darrow, Jackson, and Fillmore. I'd like to get my way back to Oracle Park. Where does the 24 bus go? Does anyone know? Aren't those streetcars light rail? I believe they're light rail, yeah. I think they qualify as light rail. Graham Parsons, thank you for the name there. Graham Parsons, Addy. Good call, bro. You seem to know your classic rock. Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Have you guys tried Crispy Crunchy Chicken? I noticed they have these like within stores and within gas stations. Crispy Crunchy Chicken it's called. I heard it's really good. Graham Parsons had a sad ending. How did he die? Probably an overdose of some sort, right? Our House is a good song. It's a very, very, very fine house. Katie, or sorry, Chuck G was asking, where's the big 420 festival? They didn't have an official 420 festival this year or last year in San Francisco. That tradition is essentially dying out because they don't have any sponsors for the event. I know that sounds weird. It's like, can't some of these weed companies donate cash? No, not really, because they're not doing very well. The weed industry is doing very poorly now. They overstretched their supply, and a lot of the marijuana companies have closed down. Plane crash. Oh, okay. So that's sad. So many musicians died in a plane crash. Beginning with the three very famous musicians, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. Can I pay cash here? Because I don't know if my Clipper card has enough money on it. What is it for Muni nowadays? $3? I don't think they accept debit card, unfortunately. Not like how they do in Toronto. It's either Clipper card or cash, I think. Yeah, a lot of dispensaries are closed down. There's too many dispensaries. There's not that many weed smokers, you know. I'll pull out my Clipper card. I don't know how much I've got on. I think it's not much, but a sec. I'd like to refill my card now, but I don't think you can do that here. They don't have one of those refill machines here, I don't think. I don't like to keep tons of money on my Clipper card, because what if I don't use it much, you know? Yeah, those 3 died. Hello, Lisa. Those 3 died in Storm Lake, Iowa. That's correct. And that's what they call the day the music died. The day the music died. And there's a famous song called American Pie, which is about that very sad event, the day that Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper sadly perished in 1957. And American Pie is known as probably the greatest one-hit wonder of all time. You missed Henry's birthday walk? Oh, I caught it. I saw some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but yeah, Henry's been going live for very long periods of time the last couple of days. It was like, I think one was 9 hours and one was 8 hours, or maybe they were both 9 hours. I don't know how he does it. I'm at 2 hours almost, and I'm pretty much half dead. Okay, so we've got a lot of conflicting reports on the death of Graham Parsons. I believe Muni streetcars do accept physical money, but I don't know how much it costs. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you know how much Muni costs? And if my Kipper card is empty, I can just pay cash, right? Yes. Okay, thank you. I can go to Sunnyvale. I think I'll just go to Oracle Park for now. This is the Muni streetcar. I don't think I've ever been on one of these, so it's a first time for me. That's why I don't know much, because I've only ridden BART before. I've never really ridden Muni.
Take 3rd Street to Chinatown Station.
Open up an auto shop. Dealership.
Hudson Inn.
That's right, Boris. But I want to. I have $3 on me. I just like I don't know who to pay. Chandler says happy 420 at 420. How you doing, Chandler? How's it going, my man? Happy 420 to you. Happy Easter Sunday. It's crazy when two huge things happen on the same day. Tap the machine. Oh, I did tap the machine, but I only have 45 cents on my Clipper card. I believe good to see you, Chandler. Nice. Hope everything's well up there in Collingwood area. Yeah, this is the first time I've been on one of the Muni streetcars, I believe. I've taken buses a number of times, but I don't think I've been on one of these streetcars yet. These are very new looking streetcars though. Pretty sharp, very clean inside here too. Not, you can tell like these are not old at all. Am I getting lunch soon? Well, now that you bring it up, maybe I am kind of hungry. I did have McDonald's for breakfast, but that was a while ago. Could maybe use another coffee. And like maybe a sandwich or a bagel or something. We walked over earlier. Just the two of us. That's a good song. Who sings that song, D. Michael, originally? Who's the original singer of Just the Two of Us? I'm not sure. Sutro Tower and Twin Peaks.
Next stop, 23rd Street.
Withers. Oh, Bill Withers. We went through some pretty interesting areas today that I'd never really explored. You think this track might parallel the Amtrak line, is that right? Amtrak line or Caltrain line? Because Amtrak doesn't stop in San Francisco. Amtrak only stops up in Emeryville, which is weird because San Francisco used to be the main terminus of the Western Railroad. Like the whole city was basically built from railroads once the gold rush ended. And they don't even have an Amtrak station here. That was Don McLean, American Pie. That's right. That is one of the greatest songs that's ever been written, in my opinion, like in terms of the lyrics. It's just such a beautiful song, American Pie. Oh, man. The lyrics are so poetic. Man, they really knew how to write lyrics back in the 60s and 70s. Today, you don't really hear songs with good lyrics. There's no poets left, you know?
Street.
I think it could be Caltrain because Caltrain stops pretty close to the Oracle Park over there on 4th and King Street, so.
Street.
The major own arrangement of Vincent. Oh, cool. Very familiar with that song. And are those the lyrics from it, Neville?
20th Street.
And Addie Love is bringing up Bob Dylan. Now, when it comes to lyrics, Bob Dylan is probably the biggest name. He was probably the best of the best, and in fact, he was such a good writer of songs that he won the Nobel Prize in Literature. Like, I don't know if he really deserved it, but Bob Dylan won the Nobel Prize in Literature for his songwriting ability. her songwriting ability or any of these other 90s stars or any of these other post 2000 stars. I don't think so. Who cares, okay? no one really cares, girl.
Next stop, UCSF Medical
That ain't gonna
Center.
change the world, okay, when all you do is write about your boyfriends. I'm not saying she's not a good musician, but she's not a poet, you know? Lisa's asking who plays at Oracle Park. That would be the San Francisco Giants. Famous baseball team. They used to be the New York Giants, but they moved here in 1957.
UCSF Medical Center.
I don't mind Bob Dylan's raspy voice. I like that. I like Bob Dylan's voice.
UCSF Chase Center.
I think it suits his kind of music. Well, that may be true, Neville. I'm not saying all the great songwriters are gone, but the ones you're mentioning are not like super famous, you know, are not like Bob Dylan level of famous or the Doors level of famous or other good, you know, lyricists from back in the day. I feel like even Neil Young Neil Young was an excellent songwriter. You guys have heard Ohio and other, you know, really meaningful, deep songs. Stephen Stills, amazing songwriter. You know,
UCSF.
yeah, Sarah McLachlan is very good, very famous Canadian singer, and a lot of others are too, but still, like, they're not like huge artists, you know. Of course there's going to be niche artists that have excellent songwriting ability, but it seems like the ones that are just singing about their boyfriends are the ones that are getting really famous, you know. Of course, lyrics isn't all that is in a song. The music is important too. But look at like Elton John and Bernie Taupin. Look at the songs. Look at Lennon and McCartney. I mean, those guys could write lyrics and music. But the Beatles, man, like their songs had meaning.
Mission Rock.
Neville does like modern stuff. I know Neville likes music that's more from 90s, 2000s, yeah. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to music, though. Neville is a very smart dude when it comes to music. And also the city of Toronto. He knows every nook and cranny. And just seems like a smart dude in general, Neville. It's great to have you in the chat. We like hearing all the facts that you put out. Yeah, Lisa, this actually goes right to the Caltrain depot, so you must be correct that they share a track. And that's where I'm going to get out, is probably at the Caltrain depot. PJ Harvey and Bjork I've heard of. I've never heard of Shirley Manson. Well, actually, the name rings a bell. Shirley Manson. Yeah, I think the name does ring a bell. Bjork's been around for a long time. Building a Mystery by Sarah McLachlan is an amazing song. I remember that song very, very well. That's a really good tune. That was a huge hit. Some very famous female Canadian singers have taken out in the past, and even now have really taken over the world of music. Like Alanis Morissette was at the top of the world for a long time. Shania Twain used to be the biggest country star in the world, and of course Sarah McLachlan. That one girl who sung that song, I can't remember. Oh, Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne was from Canada.
Fort and King, Caltrain Depot.
Let's get out here, guys. So right across the street is the Caltrain station. This way. See if we can't find a coffee or something.
Yeah, and she's probably like pictured it to be a certain way. But I think I'm so in the camp of parents need to relax and like let people do what they want. That's the like yeah, it's a big thing for them. Yeah. But it's maybe a bigger thing for state. Definitely. It's like hopefully weather. Yeah, exactly. That. What I want to do is like have like one event. Yeah. Like
Okay, Neville, so you focus a lot on female singers. So tell me, in your well-schooled opinion, in your very experienced opinion, what do you think of Taylor Swift's music? She's one of those lady singers. And why is she so big, you think? Like, basically, she's right up there with the Beatles at this point, you know what I'm saying, in terms of fame. She's like the Michael Jackson of the 21st century.
What is everyone else gonna do? It's not too bad, but I think the location is like I can totally see this. Yeah. Like, I think your relatives, because you're quite close, would want to be like up at the and that makes sense, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think
See, I don't even know what street this is, but let's see if there's any coffee shops on it. And we have our buddy Dutchman in the house. Robert and everyone, happy Easter Sunday. Just stopped by sorry, it's going too fast here. Just stopped by to give a thumbs up out on a bike ride. Welcome, Dutchman. Nice to see you. Happy Easter to you, my friend. I'm starting to sweat now. It's a hot day today out here. Well, not hot, but when the sun's beating down on you. And Lisa says the Giants used to play at Candlestick Park. That is correct. But it has since been demolished. Candlestick is in a much different part of the city that's pretty much barely even in San Francisco. It's kind of out even farther than where I was walking earlier today, but kind of out in that direction. Oracle Park is much more centrally located. Richard H is with us. Hello, Richard. Neville says, I think Taylor Swift sucks. As in anywhere in the league of other ladies I've mentioned. Only popular because she was country for a while and she crossed over effortlessly. And also, you know what else I think contributes to Taylor Swift's popularity? I don't think she sucks. I mean, I think that's a very strong word. You know, I think she's good, like, you know, but you know, and she's also very, very, very beautiful. A lot of people don't take that into account. When you're that beautiful of a woman, like, we're talking, I don't know, in my opinion, she's pretty much better looking than any actress or supermodel out there. I know that's just my opinion, but I think she's pretty much one of the most beautiful women in the world. So when you look like that, I mean, your music is almost secondary in many ways, you know? Because even women like to look at beautiful women, you know, it's like, and follow them and champion them, you know? So, I think that's one reason why Taylor Swift is so popular, because not just her music, but her absolute, like, beyond angelic, striking beauty, in my opinion, is one of those things that contribute to her fame. Richard's a Swiftie. Place called El Cafe over there. Let's see if they're open. Or no, EA Cafe. El Cafe would be a cooler name. Check out EA Cafe. Let's not, it's closed. It says it's open. There's an accident right in front of my house today. I heard it, I didn't see it, but I heard two cars smash into each other, and then I walked outside and make sure the two guys were okay. They were both okay, but their cars were, you know, they had a good amount of damage. I told them to where the safe place to pull over so that they're not like in the middle of the intersection. Recently been watching videos of the Guess Who, BTO, American Woman, These Eyes. The Guess Who is probably one of Canada's greatest classic rock bands. Don't go to Starbucks. I would rather not go to Starbucks. I prefer independent coffee places, just like you, Neville. I prefer local shops, independent shops for coffee any day of the week, you know? Because I feel like Starbucks, it's hit or miss. Like sometimes I'll have an excellent Starbucks, but sometimes it's like almost like it's burnt. I don't know how to explain it. It's like too roasted, the coffee beans. Used to go to Starbucks to buy a newspaper and smell the perfume. Oh, do they sell newspapers at Starbucks? You lived in California before, D. Michael? SoCal probably, right? There might be something up there. There's Cafe Buenos Aires. I wonder if they're open. Could be. Let's go check it out. Getting warmer? Yeah, it's nice. It's 60 something, but like when the sun is shining this bright, it's hotter. Pismo Beach. Neville's only been to Starbucks twice in his life. You usually drink tea and you make at home. Well, that's easier. I make a lot of coffee at home and tea. All right, we're open. I got some empanadas here. Should I get an empanada? I could get a couple empanadas as a snack. That's a good snack. Central Coast. Okay, cool. I'm not sure where Pismo Beach is. Hi.
Hi.
Can I get a coffee and spinach empanada and chicken empanada?
Yeah. Small, medium, large coffee.
Smells good.
Do you take cream or nothing?
Yeah, I'll take 2 cream and 2 sugar, please.
I just put the cream.
Okay, do you have sugar here?
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
You
Do you have oat milk?
Yeah.
I'll have oat
Yeah,
milk.
yeah.
I'll have oat
Do you want a little bit or a lot?
Medium amount. Yeah.
Okay. You said small, right?
Yes.
You said spinach and the other one?
We'll go with chicken.
Do you want to eat here or for to go?
To go, please.
And warm up, right?
Yeah, why not?
Perfect. What is your name?
Robert.
Okay, Robert's gonna be 17. 5 minutes from the bananas.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright everyone, how are we doing today? Hopefully you're all enjoying your Easter Sunday. We got chicken empanada, spinach empanada, and a coffee. Hey Gigi, yes, here I am. Welcome, welcome. And how's things in New York today, Gigi? Is the nice weather? Are you enjoying your Easter Sunday? Did you do anything exciting?
Coffee with olives.
Beautiful day, sunny and warm, cleaning the house for Easter. We celebrated Friday at church. Very nice. Good Friday is a very big holiday. You're not supposed to eat any red meat. Nearly front row seat, small venue, Gover Beach, California. You guys like this raw sugar stuff? It's not bad. I started getting oat milk in my coffee when I go out, just because I feel like it kind of tastes better, to be honest with you. It's strange, like why would oats taste better than real milk, but it's very creamy. Much creamier than the regular milk, I feel. Is it loud in the background? I can barely hear it. Medano says he likes some of John Anderson's work. John Anderson, who are we referring to? The name maybe strikes a bell here. John Anderson of Yes. Okay, he was with the band Yes. Yep, I remember them. Neville, are you happy that I came to a local shop? This is called the Buenos Aires Cafe. Buenos Aires. The Buenos Aires. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think everyone pronounces it wrong. is John Anderson sort of folk singer type thing. I'm glad we were able to get good signal all the way from here to Bayview. And that was very surprising because I've tried walking that area with T-Mobile before, and it dies like right after Chase Center. But now I know that like Verizon works down there, and my gimbal seems to be holding up too. So let's just. The other day it just kept dying and dying and dying on me. I don't know why, but today it seems to be okay. So gimbals can be finicky, I guess. I actually did buy another brand of gimbal as a backup, or to see if it, but I didn't like it because it couldn't plug in my power charger at the same time because it blocks that like the charging port. So I returned it and I just decided to try this one again. This particular gimbal has been discontinued though, so it's really hard to find a Moza Mini. Neville says he's okay. Okay, good. As long as you're happy, Neville. I know you always encourage people to go to the independent coffee shops and independent burger joints. And when I was in Toronto, you had a very good recommendation, Neville. I didn't go there, but next time I'm in Toronto, I do want to go there. Fran's restaurant. Because I was asking my dad about Fran's. I'm like, when you lived in Toronto, you ever heard of Fran's? It looks like it's been there for a while. And my dad's like, yes, we went to Fran's when we lived in Toronto back in the 70s.
Should we throw your napkins inside, okay?
Alright, I'm just going to leave my camera here since I'm the only one here. And I'm going to use the boys' room. And you guys enjoy the music, okay? Is there a code, miss?
It's open.
Alright, let's try an empanada. Oh look, they even put the name on it. Can you guys see that? Oh, it's backwards, but it says spinach. It says spinach on it. It's burnt right into it. Mmm. It's got spinach and cheese in it. Mmm. Really nice snack. Perfect for right now. Yum, right, Gigi? You like empanadas? Who doesn't? I mean, it's like a little dumb. It's like a big. It's like a samosa. You know. What are you gonna? Wait, how can you not like it? Just a snack. I got a couple of empanadas. How you doing, Flick Hunter? Nice to see you in the chat, my friend. I got coffee and 2 of these. And keep me going for a little while longer. And the coffee is excellent. See, I like my coffee not too strong and not too roasty. I feel like Starbucks is a little bit excessive on that front. This is nice and light. Saw Roy at a parade and Cherry Blossom Festival. Is that the destination? I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way there to the Cherry Blossom Festival because it's a little far from where I'm at right now. Probably just stick around this area because my car's over here. And it comes with this little sauce thingy. I don't know. What do you guys know what this is? I've never seen this before. This is like something in oil. I'll keep it for later. Or I'll try it with the chicken one. Let's try the chicken one. Just dip it in the sauce. Mmm. Looks like pesto. Could be pesto. Like olive oil and basil type thing. It's actually good. These chicken empanadas are really good. I like it. Very good. Oh, you get those too. Okay, so it's kind of traditional to give that with the wraps and empanadas and stuff. Adds a nice little kick. But this chicken empanada doesn't even really need anything. It's already flavorful. I love olive oil. Olive oil is kind of like a sauce in many ways. Like you can like dip like pizza crust into it, you know. You could like just put it on any sort of stir fry or whatever, and it like adds so much flavor. Like a nice good olive oil. And really, the only way to eat a lot of vegetables is by sautéing them in olive oil, and then all of a sudden they taste like really good. Yep, oil and garlic. Two essential ingredients in cooking, basically. Like I made stir-fry spinach the other day. And like, if you eat like raw spinach, like there's only so much you can eat, right? You can't eat a whole bag of raw spinach, like the bags that come, they're like this big, right? But then when you saute it and it wilts down to like almost nothing, and you have olive oil and onions and garlic and a little bit of soy sauce and lemon juice and salt and pepper, next thing you know, you can eat the whole bag of spinach. I ate the whole bag. I cooked the whole bag down into a sauteed spinach, and I ate the whole thing in one sitting. And that was just my side dish. There's no way I could do that if it was raw spinach. That's gross. Same with mushrooms. I can eat a whole package of mushrooms if I saute it. But if you want me to eat 25 raw mushrooms, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I do use the air fryer, yep. I use the air fryer a lot, actually. For frozen foods like French fries, chicken tenders, that kind of stuff. It's perfect for that. Or even chicken thighs. Chicken thighs in the air fryer take half the amount of time as they do in the oven. And they still come out nice and juicy. Am I a big music festival fan? I used to go to a lot of music festivals when I was younger. Haven't been to one recently. I feel like it's kind of a lot to listen to music all day long, and then all the next day, and then all the next day too. But I would go to Coachella if somebody gave me tickets and say, hey, you want to go to Coachella? I'd go to Coachella and hang out. After 4 or 5 hours, I'd probably be like, all right, I need to go home. But I think it would be, it's fun hanging out with so many people and listening to music, that's for sure. Last night, me and my roommate went to a nightclub called Audio Nightclub. It was pretty packed. It was fun. Who's at Coachella this year? Anyone famous? Well, I'm sure a lot of... They even have dance music at Coachella, right? I believe Tiesto is there. Right, I've got some that oil on my hands. I'm just gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. Lady Gaga, Green Day, a ton of EDM acts. Yeah, I feel like the EDM acts are bigger now. Blackpink, Gorilla, T-Pain. Oh yeah, K-pop is big. You saw Tiesto on the list. Yeah, I believe I saw him on his YouTube channel there. You don't trust these big events because people can get nuts. Well, that is true. People can go... A lot of bad stuff can happen at those big events. A lot of bad stuff can happen. And they charge a lot for those festivals. I mean, you better be ready to shell out, not just for the ticket prices, but the food. Like even a bottle of water at Coachella is probably like $9, I guarantee. Just gonna tie my shoe and we'll go for a little walk here. So we took a Muni streetcar. That was the first time I've been on one of the Muni streetcars. Very nice, sleek looking car. I believe it's light rail. There's the Salesforce Tower. That's the tallest building in the city right there. I like the look of it. I like the San Francisco skyline. It doesn't compare in any way, shape, or form to Manhattan or even Toronto. But I think it's better than Boston. Looks like something interesting across the street there. Maybe like a park or something over there. It's just there's no crosswalk here. Maybe I'll go down Bryant Street. We'll see what's on Bryant. Gonna set you here for a second. I gotta check something on my phone. You like the windows on that brown building? Oh, do you? Yeah. I do too. Those are nice. And we have a friend, BioEarn. Hello, BioEarn. Bjorn? Let us know how you pronounce that, my friend. Curry and kebab Indian cuisine, that's good stuff. Well, they got a cute name for this store, Darjeeling. Instead of Darjeeling, they got Darjeeling. And this is just a little tea shop, it looks like. It's a little restaurant where people are sitting down and having some tea, I think. I don't want to bother them. This is the VA Medical Center Clinic. Booch Mania, fermented food and drink. The overpass. And by the book as well with us. Hello, by the book. I like this building. Simple but elegant. The guy drove by, he's like, what the F was that? He didn't say F, he said the actual word. And I think he was referring to my gimbal. I don't think that guy's ever seen a gimbal before. He was completely astonished. Oh man, what the F is that, dude? It's just the gimbal, bro. Trojan Elk Explorer. Hi, West Coast. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, sir. Welcome, Trojan Elk Explorer. It's a nice clock tower. Very nice clock tower with a beautiful copper roof. Nice relaxing Easter Sunday we've had on this walk. I don't need Easter to be too exciting. It's, you know, it's not New Year's Eve or anything. It's just a nice day of reflection. That coffee was good. I would recommend Buenos Aires Cafe if you're ever in this area. Guy that just walked by me was wearing a sweatshirt that said West Coast on it. He represents. This is Blue Bottle Coffee, a pretty popular chain here in the city. This looks like a cute little park. Let's go check this out. Never really been to this part. I don't recall even ever seeing this park here. It says 21 South Park. Is this South Park? Is that what they're calling this? South Park? Named after the famous cartoon. It's cute because, like, you've got this park here and then you've got these houses and stores surrounding, like those lofts up there. It'd be cool to live in one of those lofts up there, and then you've got this whole park to yourself right here in this little cul-de-sac. Plenty of benches. Some sort of nice buildings here. Like, I like the design of those windows. Looks like they have very high ceilings in there. In fact, it's so chill here that people can leave their phone right there and no one's even stealing it. They're so trustworthy in this park that they'll leave their phone right there and no one's even going to steal it. South Park, it's called. We are in South Park, folks. Honestly, I've never even heard of South Park. Never heard of this place. This is a brand new place to me. I've never even heard of South Park before. It's cool here. was originally constructed in 1855 as an English picturesque strolling park at the center of a new residential community. Wow. That's what South Park used to look like. And this is a little bit of a history of it too. It goes all the way to 1850s here, this little park. Little hidden gem we found here in the city. That's crazy and amazing, right? The fact that they have benches, that tells you that even the homeless people haven't found this park, to be honest with you. I'm just kidding. Because otherwise those benches would have probably been taken out a long time ago and replaced with something less sleeping friendly. Oh wow, this is so bouncy. Oh, this is artificial turf right here, but it's so bouncy. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like really, really bouncy. It's like rubber under here. Like if you were a kid and you fell on this, it would be fun. Like you would bounce right off. It'd be like a game you could play. You wouldn't get hurt at all. Now this is South Park, a little cute little place that we found today. Juanita finds it beautiful too. Got a little place to have coffee here with your kids. I'm just joking around. This is a great park. I like the fact that they have benches here. They should keep benches all throughout the city. Who cares if people, you know, use them for the wrong purposes? Some people like being on camera. That's good. Who knew South Park was so chill, right? This is kind of an unexplored part of the city we've been doing today, right? Like all the places I've shown you, I mean, except for, you know, Oracle Park and Chase Center, but they've kind of been places that I've never really gone to and not too many people really come to either. I like it here too. Gigi, it's pretty cool here. I'm glad we did this area of town today because, you know, a lot of this channel is about me exploring parts of the city that I've never been to, you know? Because, like, it's weird. If you live in the city and you live in an area where you have everything that you need, you don't necessarily go to other neighborhoods a lot, like, unless you have a reason. If you don't live or work in a specific neighborhood, you know, you don't have a lot of reasons to go there a lot, unless, like, you know, you certain nightlife or certain bar or certain club or certain store that you want to go to. But just walking around for 2-3 hours in a neighborhood is not something most people do. As we've reached 3 hours and 15 minutes, please remember to like and subscribe. Hit those notifications for when I do go live. And I also have memberships on my channel. If you want to join the membership, I'll be having a members only stream, members only videos every month. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good coincidence. I actually see where my car is right now. I didn't know I was this close. Sometimes you just wander around and end up where you need to be, right? We can keep going till about 3.5 hour mark. At least I know where my car is now. Nice looking condos here. Very Spanish style. They've got those tiled roofs. And they seem to all have commercial like space at the bottom, retail outlets. Which, as I said before, I think every building should have that. I mean, you don't need apartments on the first floor. I mean, you rent out retail space for even more money than you would for residential anyways. So it's a win-win. Gorgeous, eh? I like them too. I like the one there with that rounded balcony there. They've got such nice windows. Those windows probably like are doors that you can open right onto that balcony. Probably right from your bedroom in the morning. You can sip your coffee out there and see the whole world. It's called Delancey Street Restaurant. Delancey. I think there's a Delancey Street in New York, is there not? Vaughan Williams, here comes the beach. Hi from New Zealand. Yeah, well, the water anyways. We're here on the Embarcadero. We've reached the Embarcadero. We've reached the San Francisco Bay. There's not really a beach here, but there is a large harbor. We have a beautiful view of the Bay Bridge. Which I think, I mean, it's not painted the same color as the Golden Gate Bridge, but if it was, it would just be this, it would be almost as beautiful. I mean, look at it. The Bay Bridge was actually opened 6 months before the Golden Gate Bridge. Popular subway stop too over at Delancey Street. Yeah, that's right. I think I've seen that on many of Action Kid and other people's live streams. Great view from here, right? And that this span of the bridge is the old span of the bridge, which was built back in the 30s. And it goes to that island over there, Treasure Island. And then you continue through that tunnel, and there's a second span of the bridge, which is brand new. Well, not brand new, but it was built in the 90s after the Loma Prieta earthquake destroyed that half of the bridge. So it's a two-span bridge, and one is the old part and one is the new part. Yeah, back in 1989, that part of the bridge got destroyed back over there, but the new bridge looks amazing. They did an excellent job. So we see a nice cargo ship in the distance. And over there is Oakland. And actually the cargo ships all go to Oakland. The port of Oakland is where overseas shipping containers and all that are are stationed, where they have customs and all that, is all in Oakland. They don't come to San Francisco anymore. I think they used to a long time ago, but they just said it's much easier to do all the cargo ships to Oakland. So it's kind of a big container port over there. All right, Gigi, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for joining us, Gigi. Happy Easter. Great view, says Juanita. Absolutely. Can I show the new part of the bridge again? Yeah, you can see it from here. Yeah, absolutely. You can see the very top. See, because it's Treasure Island kind of gets in the way, but so the part that's nice, bright white right there, right? That part is the new part of the bridge. One of the towers, you know, and then there's the rest of it. And driving through there, all those light up at night. All those little spikes, those all light up at night. So driving around that bridge at night is really nice. It's really nice. And so that'll get you all the way to Oakland, California. That's where the high double freeway used to be. You're right, Lisa. There used to be a Embarcadero freeway here. A big overpass that kind of sort of scoured over the city, I guess, over here. People, and then, yeah, they took that down after the earthquake as well. So the earthquake caused a lot of damage with the overpasses and stuff like that because they weren't built properly, but Now, if an earthquake hits, I think the Bay Bridge will be fine. And the Golden Gate Bridge seemed to be fine. This is an interesting sculpture here. Looks like the metal came from the Golden Gate Bridge, it looks like bridge steel, like that was made with this. I don't know. Maybe maybe that came from the Bay Bridge and they painted it red or something. Like the old part of the Bay Bridge that they had to demolish and rebuild. All right, Addy, have a good one, sir. We'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna wrap up here in a few minutes. We got to explore Mission Bay and Bayview today. First time I've live streamed from Bayview before. First time anyone's live streamed from Bayview, probably. I think, we set a world record for the first live stream in the history of man from Bayview. Oh, that's an interesting stat, Trojan Elk Explorer. It's got statues of the famous giants here. This is Orlando Cepeda and Gaylord Perry. Gaylord Perry, I believe, is a famous knuckleballer. Orlando Cepeda, also a pitcher. Giants have had some very big Hall of Famers. It could be a tribute statue, like regarding the Bay Bridge, you think, Lisa? You think those metal pieces could have actually come from the bridge? It's possible, right? And then they just painted them. You were on it when you were on the Bay Bridge when the 1989 earthquake happened? Which span were you on? That's crazy. Well, what happened? Like, did you finish your drive no problem during, and like, or were there issues? You were on the Golden Gate Bridge when you lowered 11. Ah, okay, okay. Well, that's a lot. Okay, that makes more sense. That's good. a lot safer than what happened there in '89. Well, the person that you asked had no clue, bro. Like, he knew just as much as you. You weren't talking to the chief engineer of the Golden Gate Bridge, I can assure you of that. So, the dude you asked don't know shit. No offense. All right, everyone. I'm going to finish the live stream. I hope everyone had an excellent Easter as we traveled all around these unexplored areas of the city today on a beautiful sunny Sunday. Thank you, Aloha Danica. Appreciate it. All right, everyone. Take care. Please remember to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your week tomorrow. Make sure you kick butt on Monday. I know Mondays are hard. And I do have memberships, just to remind you once again. And yes, happy Easter to everyone. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.